This is happening, all happening in Enugu State. The state is evolving into a tech ecosystem. Joining us now to discuss this is Dr. Reuben Onyishi, who is a senior special assistant to the governor of Enugu State on new media. Dr. Reuben, great to have you with us.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
So we've watched it. It's all higher. It's all, tech. It's all job creation. $20 million. That's a whole lot of money, and $30 million still expected for other purposes. Could you walk us through the picture of tech ecosystem, the foreign direct investments that has, shaped Enugu's story since the emergence of this administration?
All right. Thank you very much. You know that the major aim or objective of this government is to rev up the GDP of Enugu State to $30 billion, and then make Enugu the first choice of investment destination, tourism and living, ultimately to eradicate poverty. All right, so what you saw that played out here is in line with the quest to bring in investors, especially to attract foreign direct investments into the state. And you could see that we have it on the ground this time around. We already have this electric car assemblage plant by Stellion Group. And then we have this tractor assemblage plant also. But this time around, it is the Haier Group that produces tablets, smartphones, smart boards, and smart television, and all that. They also play in the renewable energy and mining and agriculture. So what you saw is the governor's endeavor to ensure that we bring in investors, because when you have investors, there are so many advantages accrued to it, creating jobs, technology transfer, and then lowering costs and all that. So that was what really happened. And more are also coming in that direction.
As an insider, someone who is in the system, you've heard everything going on. What really made them come to Enugu State? Why did they come? I mean, they could have decided to open another shop in Lagos.
Okay, well, you know that when we are talking about investors, if you want to attract the bees, you plant flowers. What the governor has been doing in the area of ease of doing business is actually showing, because we have done a lot to attract investors through ease of doing business. Look at the infrastructure that is being placed on ground, and look at also, because these people, it's a partnership, and then the state government built the factory, gave the land, built the factory, and then placed order, and off-takers order for 25,000 desktops, and then 3,000 tablets that will be used in the smart schools. So we found out that these things are attractive. It's quite attractive that when you produce, we will buy. All right. So the Haier Group will be producing 200,000 of these appliances every year. And you know that as time goes on, they will do more. All right. So what the state government has done is to encourage them. That's why we talk about ease of doing business. Enugu State is top-notch in ease of doing business because of what the governor has done already in terms of fiscal rebate, in terms of infrastructure, building the roads. They understand if there are roads, we are making for interconnectivity and easy access to places. So these are the things. In the area of energy, something is also happening. I think there's going to be there's a partnership that we're working to bring in this firm that will be producing up to 350 megawatts of electricity using coal-powered stuff. So it is people who understand what has been done, what the government has done, that know that Enugu is quite very viable for businesses. So that's why they came, and more are coming.
Okay. Yeah. Bold move.
Yes.
Bold statements and declaration. I'm just in words of Governor Peter Mbah, because we always hear that, right? And he's living up to it, right? But pundits are asking some salient and important questions, right? They're asking, is this going to be an assembling or manufacturing hub, the higher institution? And also they're asking, right, what percentage of these components are going to be locally generated?
Well, the fact is that this thing is not like assembly; it's production. Everything is happening there.
It's good to
Yes,
clear the air.
everything.
Asking the question.
Everything is happening there. And what was the second question you asked?
If the percentages of components that will be locally, sourced here, is everything is going to be imported from?
Well, if you talk about raw materials, raw material may be imported. You understand? Because we may not actually have them on ground here. But what I can show you is that whatever that can be sourced here, of course, you know that it will be easier and it will be cheaper than bringing them in, all right? But most of the raw material will be brought in from China and all that. But the whole thing is happening here.
So I have to ask, who initiated this contact? Did they reach out or did the state have to market to them?
Well, the Enugu State has been opened up for businesses. So it's likely that people will be reaching out. Okay, they'll be reaching out. So it's not as though, like I said, if you want to attract bees, you plant flowers. When you plant flowers, bees will come. So it's a partnership. These people are looking for opportunity to invest and have seen that Enugu State is viable. And then this off-taker stuff where we placed order for 25,000 desktops. We'll be using these things in our smart school. And then again, we will also be using Haier Factory for vocational and technical training for our students in the technical.
So if you go to the world of digital, I mean, you are new media. You see what people are saying. You see comments like, "This is a scam. A scam. This is not true. This is a scam. Believe at your own peril. Believe at your own risk." What's your response?
Who is saying that?
People online, the new media.
But why would they say that?
Netizens.
But you have seen it for
saying, right?
But you have seen it for yourself. You have seen the inauguration of the factory, and everything is there for you to see. So why is anybody doubting? I don't know why people do this. I don't know why they doubt, but you could see that something is on the ground and you are doubting. For what purpose? Why would we want to fly a fluke? Why would you want to do that? When the governor is opening up the space and so many other companies are coming. I'm telling you that so many other people are coming, so many influx of investors here and there in the States. So
established influx,
yes.
So many other companies are coming in. But what's the government doing to protect local entrepreneurs in Enugu State not to get maxed out, right, by these foreign investors?
No, if foreign investors come in, do you understand? We guarantee that their business will thrive. That's what we do. We guarantee that in the sense that, look at this one now, we are the off-takers, initial off-takers of 3,000 tablets and then 25,000 desktops. All right. And then again, when these investors come in, you want to protect them. So in terms of fiscal responsibility, there is this tendency to waive some of these things to enable the businesses to thrive.
So what are some of the things that will be waived? And also speaking directly to the question, protecting local manufacturers as well.
Well, local manufacturers are there, but there is no competition because no one is producing exactly what they are producing. I don't know of anyone that is producing. Rather, if people are actually buying, who says that Fine Brothers cannot buy from them instead of importing? When we're talking about reducing cost, you can buy this. We have smart TV, television, we have tablets, we have smartphones and all that they deal in. So instead of going to import, why not just buy at behind your neighborhood?
I mean, it's a really great opportunity. Yes. I mean, it can be really harnessed in the States, especially with platforms such as Afia TV. Maybe we'll definitely reach out to them as well. But what's the nature of the agreement between the Enugu State Government and Haier?
Like I said, it's a partnership that we provide the land, and then Enugu State Government built the factory.
That's impressive.
Yes, so we built the factory, and then you come in, produce, we will buy. All right, that's the agreement, okay?
Is the tenure running in years? Is the tenure running in years or months, or infinitum?
Well, to tell you the fact, I haven't got the details of that very agreement, the details. But what I know is that this is the partnership. And whatever accrues to Enugu State Government from it is something that perhaps you may need to bring in, Commissioner for Science and
I
Technology.
mean, it's a great investment,
yes.
right? It's a great one for the state.
Yes.
So let's speak to the people. How would they benefit? What does this mean for the people of Enugu State, and what does it mean for the government of Enugu State?
Well, for the people of Enugu State, we are looking at job creation, for instance. You understand? One of the advantages of foreign direct investment is job creation. Okay, so people will get job. They said they will employ up to 100 persons, this initial stage. And then in the process of time, they will raise it up to 200. It's job creation. You understand? Up to, and you know the economic impact of it, because by the time 100 locals get employed, it will also trickle down to their family members and all that, and raise it up to 200.
And then the government, in the journey to the $30 billion economy from 4.4 billion.
You see, what we are doing is that we are opening up the space. It's all about the people. You know, by the time businesses are thriving in the state, and whatever you do, you find out that you have easy market for it and easy access to places of sales and all that. You find out that this thing ultimately contributes to the GDP. It does, to a very large extent. And then the people benefit from it. Because by the time, okay, look at the cost. For instance, we're talking about cost implication. By the time you produce here, it will be cheaper. It will be cheaper. Something like this tablet now will be far cheaper than what you get when you import it and all that. It will be cheaper because of local capacity that you have engendered. So people will get it at a cheaper rate. Okay. That's advantage to the people.
Talking about,
you understand? And then
the Enugu indigenes, right, in this ecosystem. So how are the universities and polytechnics going to be plugged into this? Because these students, right, they need to align with these company when it comes to technology and all that regarding whatever department, faculty they're in. So are there plans to plug in these universities and to polytechnics, to have a collaboration regarding to employment?
Yes, like I said, it's going to be a hub for research and technical skills. Ultimately, we are targeting the smart schools. Because you know that the smart schools, there we have the robotics lab, the AI, the augmented reality, mechatronics, and all that in the various smart schools.
So a seamless transition.
Yes, and you know that every child at the smart school will be entitled to a tablet. Do you understand? And then the desktops will also be used there. So we would want this thing as a hub for training for the people in the smart school. And then, you know that we're establishing the vocational technical schools in the 8 constituencies, the 8 constituencies in the state. We've just built that of GTC. So more will be built. It's in this year's budget will be built. So these people will also partner with this hair factory and then get to be trained. It's not just about production, but about research and training. Now, if students, I think for now, we are focusing on the VTE and smart schools. Perhaps in future, we may partner with universities and polytechnics, but now we are focusing on the technical schools.
Right.
And,
Made in Enugu. Yes. Is what people of Enugu want to hear. Our audience is from Enugu. He's from Ogu.
Made in Enugu.
Made in Enugu.
Yes.
Where are we realistically speaking now in that conversation? And what should people expect? Because the governor ended his address with that, made in Enugu, normalizing that.
Yes. Made in Enugu, we are talking about is that this product, is it a magic that this product is made in Enugu? The tablet you are holding, that it is made in Enugu. And that's the reality, that it is made in Enugu. So what you are looking for Sokoto is in your Sokoto. Those things you go out there to source, you are getting them here at cheaper rates, and they are made in Enugu.
Right.
So that's
Dr. Reuben,
that's the narrative.
We're really out of time. I mean, we could go on and on, but we really have to cut it now. Thank you so much for your time this morning. I mean, the way time flies on the show. We will continue to watch and see, and of course, we'll also try to see how we can all be a part of that ecosystem, at least in terms of, Afia TV is a media house, so we'll see what we can do in terms of promotion of this new company. Thank you once again, Dr. Reuben, for joining us.
Thank you very much.